Hey everyone, welcome to Talking Habs, the home of Habs hockey, where everything is dedicated to the Habs and all things hockey. In this video, I'll be giving my preview of tonight's game between the Montreal and Canadiens and the St. Louis Blues in St. Louis. So to get more content like this on a daily basis, subscribe and ring the notifications bell. That's down there, and leave any comments that you may have down there as well. Okay, so today's game starts a little early today, or a little earlier than usual. It's at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time from St. Louis. And as I thought, there are going to be no changes to the lineup from the lineup that beat the Wild on Thursday night. So let's get right into some stats. Montreal are now 3-2-2 and fifth in the Atlantic, and St. Louis is 3-1-3 and second in the Central. The record on the road for Montreal is 1-0-2, and they're 2-0-0 against the West. St. Louis is 1-0-2 at home, and they're 2-1-2 against the East. This year, Montreal beat them last week, so they're 1-0-0, and St. Louis is 0-1-0. Okay, let's go to stats. The Corsi 4 percentage. I've never used that one before, first time. 52.6% for Montreal, 8th in the league. 45.7% for St. Louis, 27th in the league. Honestly, I don't know what the Corsi is exactly, so I don't know how that relates. But I put it in here. Goals per game, 3.57 for Montreal, 8th in the league. They have 26 goals for. St. Louis, 3.14. And that's good for 14th in the league, and they have 22 goals for. Goals against per game, 3.29 for each team. It's, for some reason, 18th for St. Louis and 19th for Montreal. 24 goals against for Montreal and 24 goals against for St. Louis. Power play percentage, 23.1% for Montreal, good for 12th. 21.1% for St. Louis, good for 16th. PK percentage, that's penalty kill, 69.6% for Montreal, good for 26th. That's not good. Nothing's good about that. 94.1% for St. Louis and good for second. And can't imagine that there's a first, but I think it's Buffalo. I think I heard somebody was at 95%. Okay, so top four scorers for each team. Galley, 7 games played, 3 goals, 4 assists, 7 points. Same thing for Domi. Drouin, 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points. Petrie, 2 goals, 3 assists, 5 points. Shots on goal for each of these players. Galley, 30. Domi, 20. Drouin, 16. And Petrie, 23. Drouin needs to get his shots totals up. He'll get more goals that way, and he needs to do that. Over on the St. Louis side, Shen, 7 games, 5 goals, 3 assists, 8 points. O'Reilly, 1 goal, 6 assists, 7 points. Tarasenko, 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points. And Perron, 3 goals, 2 assists, 5 points. Shots on goal for these guys, 19 for Shen, 9 for O'Reilly, he needs to get that up, 22 for Tarasenko, and 14 for Perron. In nets tonight for Montreal will be Carey Price, from what I've gathered, and I think it'll be Kincaid tomorrow in the afternoon. Tomorrow's game starts at 5. 6 games played for Carey, 3 wins, 2 losses, 1 overtime or shutout loss. He's got his numbers much better now after that shutout. 279 goals against and a 906 save percentage. Much better. On the other side, I heard it's going to be Jake Allen. Jake Allen has played 1 game. He's got 1 win, no losses, no ties, obviously, in 1 game. He's got a 4.00 goals against and an 862 save percentage. Keys to victory tonight. Well, they beat them last Saturday. They beat them. And they need to do the same things that they did last Saturday to beat them. Be aggressive and take the play to St. Louis. Be aggressive. Take the play. That's what they did. There was a couple of periods where they lacked in that, but they came back, and that's how they won. They were aggressive, and they took the play. And they played a 60-minute game, and they're going to have to do that here tonight. Be first on the puck. Keep out of their own defensive zone as much as possible. They've got to keep the play in the neutral or offensive zone as much as they can. With St. Louis's penalty kill percentage at 94.1, 5-on-5 play is way more important tonight. So they have to stay out of the box as well. I mean, 21.1%. That's not too bad. I mean, it's 20%, 1 in every 5. So they got to take as few penalties as possible and hope that they can get a power play goal when they're on the power play. At 94.1% kill, it's not going to be easy to get a goal, but that's also taken into account. It's only 7 games in, so the numbers may be a little bit inflated. So with Allen in net and his .862 save percentage, although albeit only in 1 game, shoot from everywhere and often. Allen didn't have a great year last year. That's why Binnington was in place and played the rest of the season pretty much. So shoot at him a lot. Price will need to be flawless tonight if possible. St. Louis will be hungry to repay Montreal, and they're at home, so especially even more so, they're going to be hungry to win. I'm sure there's going to be some money tacked on that board for the game-winning goal. Defense will have to play better than last game as well. They need good passing and quick breakouts. They got to get out of their zone fast. They can't play that game of hanging out in their defensive zone. Not going to work, especially at home with St. Louis. I don't see that working. So we'll see what happens. Those are my keys to victory. My prediction tonight, I haven't really thought about it. I'm doing it right here on the fly. My prediction tonight is, unfortunately, I got to think St. Louis is going to win this, and I'm going to call it 4-3 St. Louis. But my heart says 4-3 Montreal. So we'll see what happens. But I got to call it that way. It doesn't look great going into St. Louis, but Montreal's playing much better against a bad Minnesota team. I get that, but their confidence could be up if they play aggressively and they do the same things they did last Saturday. There could be a really good result here tonight. Either way, I think it's going to be a very fun game to watch, an exciting game, and can't wait to watch it. So remember, it's at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, so it's about 4 hours earlier than normal, and tomorrow's game is at 5 p.m. Back-to-back games. Don't know why it was early to do the afternoon games. I don't remember them doing this before, but that's the way it is. So I will be doing a review after the game, and right after that I will be doing my live stream. So check that out and check out the review, and I hope to see you later. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe and ring the notifications bell. That's down there, and leave any comments down there. And by subscribing and ring the notifications bell, you'll get all my videos, live streams for your daily fix of Bleu Blanc Rouge. So enjoy the game, everybody. Thumbs up. Go Habs, go! Take it to St. Louis. Bye, y'all.